this is the wonderful mess I get to deal with today. This includes our access control equipment plus our cameras. One in her office so she can view all these cameras. So this is a start. Jason with Hometown Network Security Services. I'm here with Laquita Norris. She's got a beautiful office here. You just expanded.
Yes, I'm excited, and
I'll show you the cameras here. So this is another monitor I have set up for the receptionist, so she can see people at the door. This is our access control. Here's my panel that I put in. A little access control. So I put the magnet in. You can hear the door just release. You got motion right there. So as someone walks out, it releases that door so they can get out. We got an exit button here as well. And then if you look out front, got my camera, and then below that is going to This is Jason with Hometown Network and Security Service. We are out at a building here in Benton, finishing up. We've got a long, full day today, and it's raining. Good thing we're inside, but we're doing 13 cameras. I installed the security system panel motion the other day. We're putting an access control door with key fobs to be able to get in the building, and what's cool about that is it's all integrated into the alarm system. So as soon as the employee scans their key fob to get in the door, it disarms the alarm automatically. So I'm going to bring you along. So this is the wonderful mess I get to deal with today. This includes our access control equipment plus our cameras. We've got our all our network equipment. I'm going to put the recording system here, plug everything up from behind. We've got a backup battery coming, that way if the electricity goes out, everything's still rolling. We got the magnet in, the exit sign going up, and our Bluetooth scanner is going to go here for them to get in the door. So we got the access control going up. Alright, everything moving along. I got the camera wiring done. I'm not going to use this patch panel, but I just put them there to get the wires out of the way. I'm going to stick the recording system behind here. All these are going to go behind into the recording system. So now we got to find the wiring I put in the ceiling to wire up the cameras. I've got some drilling to do outside through brick to throw up some cameras out there. But we are moving right along. And like I said, I'm glad I'm not outside because, well, it's overcast now, but it's been raining all morning, so it's not good. We had some tornado warnings last night all through the state, so it's been a bad last night, and you know, I don't know what's going on today, but anyway, we'll get finished up here and we'll show you. Hi, this is Jason with Hometown Network Security Services. I'm here with Laquita Norris. She's got a beautiful office here. You just expanded.
Yes, I'm excited. And so we recently moved into a much larger location to accommodate all the growth that's up and coming for us. So we're really excited to be in the new place.
Awesome. And this is my favorite therapy spot. So,
it has to be.
Yes. So if you're looking for therapy services in Saline County, this is my favorite spot of all time. And I'll let you know what we did recently here this weekend. We had a long weekend.
All of us. We were here from sun up to sundown, but
Saturday through
ready.
Sunday.
Yes, it's
yes.
ready.
So what kind of services do you offer here?
So we offer individual, group, and family therapy for all ages. We do specialize in trauma. I'm a firm believer that everyone that comes into our office has experienced something, and a lot of times it's traumatizing. So we do treat the whole person here, and that is part of our growth. We'll be offering more wellness services soon, but as of now, we are primarily offering therapy.
And she's looking to fill up her space upstairs, by the way.
Yes.
So we've got a lot coming.
A lot coming.
For sure. And then you also do books and shirts?
Yes, we do offer written literature that's related to healing for different populations. We offer attire related to healing. So we have everything you need here.
Awesome. Yes, that's awesome. And I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to do a walkthrough. We did cameras, access control doors, and then I've got Wi-Fi coming for you that way.
Yes. And it's been great. I want to say, commend him on his customer service. You don't see that a lot anymore, where not just the business, but the person is considered, and he's been awesome with that.
Appreciate that.
He's one of us now.
Yes, yes, we are definitely family, and it's important for small businesses to support each other, especially here in Saline County. I know it's a small little town, but I'm excited for your new ventures. We had a deadline, I guess. You were opening.
Yes.
Today is official opening, which is awesome. And Laquita contacted me about
a week ago. Yes, he responded in 24 hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I got together everything pretty quickly, got everything ordered, and I was here throwing in some wire last week, and then this weekend we put in a lot of time to get this place up and running.
Yes.
So it's beautiful. Everything's clean. It was a mess this weekend with all my wiring and all the insulation from the ceilings, but I think we've got everything cleaned up. I'm going to give you a walkthrough, show you everything we did, and I'm excited for you. And,
thank you.
And I'll be back and visit. And,
yes.
And
hopefully y'all will too.
Yeah, and we'll have a ribbon cutting, I'm sure.
Yes.
Soon.
Yes.
So I can join you for that. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. We just got done this weekend at Gateway Family Therapy Service here in Benton on Edison. My favorite therapy place, by the way. So if you're looking for therapy services, they've got a lot going on here in Saline County. Come visit my girl Laquita Norris. She's wonderful. We built a great friendship over this weekend. We put in a lot of hours to get her grand opening done for Monday. She's got a beautiful building, a 2-story building, and she's expanding, so I'm very excited for her. I'm going to show you, I'm in the network room, I'm going to show you a little bit of what I've done and then kind of give you a little tour of my finished product. So this is our access control panel we put in. This is going to control the door up front with access to the building. The client's got 25 key fobs to where she can go into her app on her phone that's integrated with her alarm system, and she can program in all the names to the key fobs and pass those out as she has employees that need them. We also installed 2 push button door releases, so the receptionist has one up front, and then Laquita's got one in her office. So which is cool because the 13 cameras that I put in this building, I've got monitor screens at both the receptionist desk and Laquita's desk in her office. So as soon as someone walks up to that door, the front door camera will pick up that someone's there. I also have a chime on the doorbell, so even if someone rings the bell, they can actually release that door from their offices to open it up. Put a 600-pound mag safe lock on that door, and it the panel that I just showed you controls all of it, and we'll take a look at that in a second. Let me turn you around here. We'll look at all the camera equipment. Alright, so this is our network rack here, a bunch of patch panel options here. I'm going to come back and do their Wi-Fi access points in the ceiling, so I'll be using a lot of the patch panel. I'm going to put a switch in as well. I've got my camera recording system down here, all the wires coming down through the ceiling, going out to each camera. I've got multiple port HDMI switch here. So what's cool about this, and this is how the customer has monitor access of the cameras from her office and also from the receptionist desk, is I've got one line coming out of the recording system into this little box here, and then two lines of HDMI going into two smaller boxes. Then I ran Cat 6 over to I used existing internet plugs actually that I've got the monitors plugged into, and I'll show you the devices that control those to get them camera accesses on those screens. But I used a couple of open ports here on the wall. So I've got these two plugs here these are what controls the two monitors, one for the receptionist and one for Laquita's office. That's where they get their camera access. So these wires are plugged into my adapters down here, giving them camera access. So it's really, really cool. We've got a backup battery down here. That way, if the power goes out, everything from the internet to the cameras will still have battery backup. So power goes out, they still have access to the cameras. The internet's still up and running. So it's a big thing to have a backup battery for sure. We're going to get a little table in here, so it's not sitting on a box, but for a box now. Backup battery is really important when it comes to cameras. Also internet. Internet nowadays is so important to have internet. That way you're not down for sure. But let's go ahead and look at the two monitor screens that I hooked up for Laquita and a receptionist. We're going to look at the access control door, and then I'm going to give you a tour of the building with the cameras we installed. We've got one of the two monitors, one in her office so she can view all these cameras, and the receptionist area cameras, you can view them. Alright, so I'm upstairs in the break room now. I'm going to turn you around. I'll show you the cameras. I installed two cameras upstairs up here. I've got 4 cameras. There's 2 set of stairs. So I've got one in upstairs in the stairwells up top, and then one on each side of the stairwells on each side. I've got 2 more, so a total of 4 cameras, 2 in each set of stairwells. So we'll show you that as well. All right, so we got one camera installed up there facing back, and then I've got another one down here on this side of the hallway. Up here, and I'll show you what's pretty cool about these cameras. I'm going to turn off. So there's one of the upper stairwells, and that's going to be pointing downstairs. Also, I've got a view from this camera of the elevator that comes up, so that's pretty cool. I'm going to turn off these lights and show you what's pretty cool features of these cameras. So we're going to walk down this hallway here, and it just popped up. So you see the big huge spotlight that popped on. That is the one of the features of the cameras. It's got a spotlight on it. Cool thing about the spotlights is if it's so dark up here, you've got the infrared on the cameras, of course, but you don't get that true night color. It's a little bit lighter over here, so you're not going to get that spotlight that kicks on. But the cool thing about the spotlights on the cameras is, like I said, there's infrared on the camera, so you do have that night vision. But when it picks up motion, it kicks that spotlight on. You actually get true color, which is cool. So you can actually pick up color, and that's why these spotlights pop on, is to give you that color whenever you're looking at the video. So that's pretty bright. You can see how bright that spotlight is. It lights up the whole hallway, and the whole hallway is dark. So I'm going to show you the downstairs cameras. So we've got, of course, one there in the stairwell coming on down. Got a glass break sensor up here for the security. You can see all these glass windows here. So if anybody comes through any of these glass windows, we've got a glass break up here to alert the panel, which will also alert my monitoring station and get help out here if someone breaks in. So there's the upstairs, or not the upstairs, the downstairs stair camera, which gives us a view of the stairs. A good little view of the stairs and the outside. So I've got a camera here which is pointing at this back door. So if we've got entry that comes in that back door, it's got that. Also have a motion sensor here to pick up any motion if there's any break-in. I'm going to take you out back real quick and show you out the back camera. So this one was a little difficult. So I've got a little water sealed box with the camera mounted to it. We were going to put it out this back door, but as you can see, that huge light there, so I was going to come out through the brick over here, but it was hard. I couldn't because of that huge light. So I went into the room next to it, came out over on the side, put a water seal tight box on there, mounted the camera to it, and the view is actually amazing. We actually picked up a few people walking through this little alleyway the other night, and I told Laquita, which is cool about these cameras, is we can program. I'm going to turn you guys around while I'm talking. I told Laquita is we can actually schedule an alarm on these cameras. So from about midnight, I usually say about midnight to 4 a.m., about 5 a.m. Is a good time to schedule the siren. So you could put a schedule in for the siren. So any motion, any people, you can actually narrow it down to people or vehicles. There's not going to be any vehicles back here, but from 12 to 4 a.m. you can actually schedule the siren to go off. So anybody walking through their little grass way back behind the building, and it picks them up, the siren will go off, which will be a good deterrent. The spotlight kicks on the camera, so it'll kind of keep people from walking through and taking a little shortcut behind this building, so that's nice. All right, so we got the therapy music going. This is a little waiting room, which is pretty cool. Very excited for Laquita. This is awesome. She's got all her snacks, her water, her fridge. Got some t-shirts, some nice, beautiful healing t-shirts. Got a camera up here. And then I'll show you cameras here. So this is another monitor I have set up for the receptionist, so she can see people at the door. And this is our access control. Here's my panel that I put in. a little access control. So I put the magnet in. You can hear the door just release. You got motion right there. So as someone walks out, it releases that door so they can get out. We got an exit button here as well. And then if you look out front, got my camera, and then below that is going to be the badge swipe. So there's 25 key fobs, and she controls all that from her app to give all the employees access. And then if you look, here's the kid area back here. So we've got an internet plug here. So what I did is I tied it in so she can view the cameras on the front. I tied it into this plug, but I put it inside the outlet because this will be the kids area. That way the kids aren't pulling the wire and knocking the cameras out. So I tied it into that. Got a motion here in case anybody comes through there. Got a camera here pointing down the hallway there. Got a camera here in the stairwell. Got a perfect view here. We've got a little glass window there, so I've got a glass break on the wall to cover that. Another camera here pointing downstairs. Alright, we've got a big room over here on the other side. I got a motion there to cover this room. We've got some open windows and then some windows with bars. So these windows were a little bit tough. I do have sensors on the windows, but some, you know, they're bolted in. If you can look, they're bolted in there, so some of these may not be open. This is one of the door releases for the receptionist, so when someone's at the front door, she pushes that button and it releases that front door to let them in. So I packed up, I got the rest of my stuff out of the building. I'm gonna really miss Laquita and her staff. I'm gonna have to come back and visit frequently. I'm coming back to do their internet access points, but it's just like, you know, I build this relationship with my clients, and everybody's a family to me, and that's what's important, and why I thrive at providing such great service to all my clients and customers, and it's important, you know, to help out our small businesses here in town, just because you build that relationship. So, you know, it's more to me than just another job. Everybody's family to me. I treat everybody like family, and I truly miss every single client that I do work for, and I do come back and visit frequently, just because you know, I build that relationship and I come out and, you know, do the work. So spent a lot, long hours this weekend, you know, to get her done for grand opening, and I know how important it was to her to get all this work completed before she opens up first thing today, Monday morning. So I put in the extra time, the extra work to make sure all the job was completely done before her grand opening, and that's another thing that's important to me. You know, if there's a timeline, if you've got a timeline on a project and you need it done, I make sure that I put in the hard work, hard hours to get it done for each and every single client of mine, and I love my clients. We're a big family, and one of the other things is, I told her too, and I tell all my clients this, I get a lot of service calls to go back out, you know, if you've got, you know, batteries that go out or anything like that. There's a lot of companies out there that will charge you a service call, and that's one of the differences between me is, you know, you're a monthly client of mine, and you're important to me, so, you know, I'm going to come out, I'm going to replace that battery. I've been out to Scott, to one of my other clients' houses, and I've replaced several sensors for him just because there's sensors that have gone bad, and it happens. You know, you can get jobs where you're good for years, and then there's other jobs where you're out there, it seems like almost every week. But not a single penny I've charged him to go out there and replace all those sensors. You know, if you do monitoring services with me, I'm going to always take care of you, regardless of my time. And you know, I don't charge to come out as long as it's something on my end. Let me put that in there. As long as it's something on my end, or it's equipment or something like that, I'm not going to charge a service call to come out there to replace it if it's faulty equipment. Now there are instances where maybe you change an internet provider, your Wi-Fi equipment has to be tweaked a little bit, so stuff that doesn't pertain to my equipment, of course there will be a service charge for that, because it was there's stuff that's done outside my control, but anything that I've done, I'm going to take care of you, and I'm going to make sure you're always taken care of. And you've got my direct cell phone number, that way if there's any issues that arise, you contact me directly, and I make sure you're taken care of. So that's one of the biggest things, is making sure all my clients are taken care of, and they're extremely happy. So I'm glad I got to take on this project. I'm going to be out here to put in some access points, get their Wi-Fi signal better in the building. I mean, it's a 4,000 square foot building, so it's a huge building, and I'm so excited for her expansion. I'm so happy for her. So any services you need from access control, we just put an access control door on this building that integrates with their alarm system. So there's times where you can swipe your badge, and it automatically disarms your alarm as you swipe your badge to come in. So there's a lot of cool little features with it. So whether it's access control, network wiring, home, businesses, residential, I do it all. For cameras, intrusion security, we put about 5 or 6 motion detectors in this building, all the window sensors, and then 13 cameras. So I monitor her security system, and then her access control door is also built into that monitoring. So just give me a call. This is Jason with Hometown Network Security Services. I'd love to come out to give you a quote, and see what I can get done for you. And just thank you guys for watching. My number is 501-794-6700, anywhere in the Arkansas area.